Hey everyone, I wanted to jump on here and talk about my 8-day fast. Before going any further and doing anything else, I just wanted to share, how I felt, how I'm feeling right now, the benefits of fasting. And so this is I already broke my fast yesterday. On April 8th, I ate very slowly because you have to gradually go back into eating if you didn't have any solids for such a long time. I really believe this is, other than birthing my children, that's, such an accomplishment and a flex. Other than that, I would say that this is my biggest flex yet, not eating for 8 days. Very purposeful. Very mindful. I didn't go cold turkey. I did constantly add sea moss, so it's minerals. I gave the body the minerals, and I was very particular about my sleep. I'm always very particular about my sleep, but even extra, because it's very important that if you're using very little calories or no calories at all, that you rest and then you allow the body to, do what it's supposed to do. You don't sleep, and it does get more difficult when you don't eat to sleep because food keeps you more grounded and allows you to sleep. So when you're not eating, you have to be very mindful. So for me, I'm already on a routine that every night I, put my love frequency music. I speak to God on a regular, but at night I like to write and be grateful to myself, to God, to my life, and just all the little things from the air in my lungs, right? So being very mindful, and that kind of disconnects you of everything and allows you to have a peaceful, sleep and focused on being grateful. And that is the highest form of energy there is, and everything is an energy. So we want to be in that grateful state all the time, so you can start seeing even more blessings, right? So again, with the fasting, very, important is sleeping as well. The first 3 days were, for me, the first day was easy because I always have a 16-hour off minimum, which I fast every day, and I only eat for 8 hours out of, the longest window is 8 hours, and I've been doing that since 2017. So to me, fasting, that was easy one day, which is 24 hours. And just alone, guys, first and foremost, you have to do what's right for you, and you have to listen to your body, right? 24 hours, I highly, highly recommend everybody to do a quick 24-hour reboot. Just don't have any food. Let the body just flush everything out. Just do water and sea moss for 24 hours. If you do that, everything regulates, including diabetes. Your blood sugar will regulate. Just 24 hours. That's all you need to really do a good reboot. So just imagine what 8 days could do. Now, I'm 52 years old. I've never gone for, this long not eating. And so imagine your intestines, right? Because there's one intestine that's like 20 plus feet. So if you've never cleansed it completely, where you allow everything to come out, there's gunk. It's just like your plumbing in your house, right? If you have old pipes, if you get it out, even though water still comes out clear, there's gunk like just all around it because it's never been without water and without a flush. And so that's what I did for my body, and I really felt that I needed it. Just, a new time, I was breaking out, so I knew that my body was, acting out, and I actually went to the dermatologist, and they said I have my pH levels have changed because I have changed my diet. I was vegetarian, plant-based for so long, since 2016, and then for the last 6 months I had, or even longer, since June, I started to incorporate other things like bone marrow and fish, and then I just started eating some junk because I was like, oh, I can eat meat now. I've changed that. And I have to go back to listening to the body. Even for me, I really, it's trial and error, right? Because only you know what's going to work for your body. And for me, the vegetarian plant-based really goes well because I'm A positive. So for my blood type, this does very well. Plant-based incorporates some meat at times, but very rarely, not on a regular basis. So listening to your blood type, listening to your body is very important. If I learned something other than, you need that cleanse, you need to do that at least, there's people that do it every month. I wouldn't recommend that. I don't think it's necessary. There's some people that do it every year, and they do maybe 3 days. They don't even have to do this much. And there's other people that go 40 days at a time, but they do it with also like a holistic doctor, on the side, and coaching them, etc. I don't recommend that long. I don't think that we're made to completely, remove food. I just do think that we have an excess and that we need to remove all those toxins. And if there's something very important that I learned through this past, and I already knew it, but more than ever, just more confirmed, is that you have to really, really, really listen to the body. And we've been programmed not to listen to the body. When the body's trying to speak to you and giving you all these feelings, what do? We go to the doctor, and then we ask for a Band-Aid and something to numb that side effect instead of going to the root. Now the body's trying to speak and we're not listening. It's time to deprogram of being ill. You don't have to be ill. You just have to listen to the body. Now there was I saw this, and it was like a native quote, and he was a healer, and he would ask his the people, do you want to be healed? And they would say yes. And then he would ask them, well, then do you want to change the things that are making you sick? And if you agree with that, then you can be healed. You cannot be healed any other way. You have to listen to the body and stop doing what hurts the body. It's that easy. We have to really start listening to the body and stop giving it all these chemicals to fix those calls of help from the body. That's what it is. If I want to close this video, because I don't want to make it too long, we're already on 9 minutes. And I promised that I would bring up something. I had an encounter in 2013. I speak to God every day, but it's never that vivid, that moment, that memory of before, that awareness, taking me back to before I was even born. Never like that. And there was 2 things that he shared with me, and I always say he, but it's one, it's all, it's creation of all. It's like a sun right in front of you, and we're another sun right next to it. And there was 2 things. The first one was, what can I tell them? And that could change everything other than love. And he said, and I'll just call him Elohim, because that's all. Man, woman, the 3, the divinity, and that's what Jesus called creation, our creator, sorry. Elohim. What can I tell them? And he responded with, tell them they're eating trash. Second thing, what can you tell me so I remember this time around? And he said, listen to the word. So the word is very important, and how we use our words and what we're doing and what everything means. So on that note, I just wanted to share with all of you that anything's possible and that everything is in your hands. Everything. The power is yours. We just went through an enormous, beautiful eclipse with the signs that are written in Revelations. It is the time of change in science and whatever you want to call it. This is it. This is change. And the change is knowing and getting back to the word. So on that note, God bless you all. And let's see what else is there to come. I am extremely grateful. Thank you so much for this beautiful day. And let's stay connected. God bless.